to us about the process of preserving that evidence. The truth of the matter is that many South Africans are either victims of crime or experience crime in one way or another. So as a South African who stumbles onto a crime scene, or perhaps I'm a victim of crime myself, how do I ensure that that forensic evidence is untampered with or uncontaminated, as you said?
The first thing is, I think people need to understand what is a crime scene, and a body is actually a crime scene. They often don't understand that even by comforting a victim of crime, they are transferring perhaps evidence onto that particular victim. So understand that the crime scene is not necessarily what you ordinarily think it is. It might be much bigger than the area. For instance, where the perpetrators came in over a fence, they may have cut themselves. So understand that the crime scene is much bigger, or may actually be the person's body. Once you understand that, you need to then ensure that it's secured. And by that we mean don't touch. This rubberneck syndrome that we have in South Africa, where everybody has to be on the crime scene looking to see what's happened. We need to understand that the most valuable link in the chain is possibly the person who arrives first, and they must secure the crime scene in whichever way they want, whether it's holding hands with a number of people who've arrived to say, don't let anybody pass this group of people, whether it's creating some kind of barrier tape from a sheet, it doesn't matter, but secure the crime scene and limit the access to that particular crime scene. If there's something that you note, make a note of it so that when the forensic investigators or the crime scene investigators arrive, you can say, look, I don't smoke, but I can see that there's a cigarette butt on the crime scene. That contains critical evidence. Saliva contains DNA. So we have this acronym at the DNA Project, which is DNA CSI. And what it means, the D means don't touch. Don't touch anything. The N is note and record. As I suggested, note anything that's perhaps unusual, and A, assist other officers by ensuring nobody actually comes onto the crime scene. The C is careful contamination. When you're talking about skin cells, which is biological evidence, you can understand that a sneeze can simply transfer evidence onto a crime scene, or a cough. So contamination is a critical issue with regards to biological evidence. And the S is secure a crime scene, and the I finally is insist nobody interferes. If South Africans could learn those 6 simple letters and what they mean, it would go a long way towards ensuring that crime scenes are protected and the evidence is protected. And as in my father's case, they closed it 2 weeks after he was murdered, and they said, we will never get these guys because we simply have no evidence. They got away with it. So many people are getting away with murder, and you only have one opportunity to collect that DNA evidence or any other forensic evidence. So you lose that, you lose it forever. And if we can understand that as South Africans, if we want accountability, if we don't want people to get away with murder, then we need to ensure that that crime scene is protected and it can tell the story.